musical direction will Maiden be going into?
It's really anyone's game.
Iron Maiden's new album, The Book of Souls.
Iron Maiden.
Say farewell to the future. Get ready for the ride. We're going down to hell tonight, so strap yourself inside. There's a glaring contradiction in your world that's made of glass. Something small can shatter it and nail you to the past. The road beneath your wheels, the madness that you feel. Oh, you will pay with your life.
Charles, the internet is a-buzzing. People are ecstatic. People are waiting. Some have heard this album, some have not heard this album, but the internet is on fire. Tell us about the Book of Souls.
What a mammoth, massive, incredible record. Over 90 minutes of Iron Maiden power. Standout tracks for me are If Eternity Should Fail, Shadows of the Valley, Empire of the Clouds. There's a little bit of, what I would describe as padding on this record. I think some of the tracks could have been cut down a little bit in size. A good example of that would have been the Red and the Black. I don't think it really needs to be 13 minutes long. There seems to be a lot of stuff there that doesn't really, compositionally need to be there. There are a lot of points during this record where I could have certainly done with some more concise, punchy tracks. Death or Glory is a good example of one of those songs. I think that's a really good track. I really like Shadows of the Valley. It's got a nice Wasted Years intro sounding. That's probably my favourite track so far, along with the opening track, If Eternity Should Fail. Empire of the Clouds is great. 18 minutes. Doesn't really feel like 18 minutes, so it feels like a lot shorter. There's a lot of stuff happening in that song that really keeps you interested. Tears of a Clown, that's another good song. Not real big into the whole Robin Williams tribute thing. I think it's a little bit unnecessary, but it's got a good riff. It's nice and catchy. And Mount of Sorrows, another standout track, really good. So overall, another Maiden album. Gonna have to get settled into this one a little bit. It's not going to be an immediate overnighter. I think it's going to take plenty more listens and probably yield plenty more rewards in the weeks and months to come as we hear stuff and discover stuff that we didn't hear on the first few listens.
This might be Iron Maiden's masterpiece. This might be the best album Iron Maiden has ever created. As my friend K-Man says, this is a musical journey. This album will definitely polarize the loyal fan base. The ones who are looking for Run to the Hills, Can I Play with Madness, and Running Free. Well, this probably isn't for you. But the hardcore fans, which is pretty much most of us, will love this album. Iron Maiden, they are expanding. They are pushing the boundaries. Bruce Dickinson has brought in the piano. There's some acoustic on this album. The songs are epic. There really isn't too many cons. Maybe the production could have been a little bit better, but overall Kevin Shirley has done a good job, and I'm not the biggest fan of his work. Highlights, every song is a highlight, but the true star of this album is Bruce Dickinson. From the title track of Eternity Should Fail to Empire of the Clouds, Bruce has kicked it into gear. He has brought Iron Maiden to another level, another progressive level, another artistic level. The songs are not mechanical, they are more organic, they have a nice feel to them. As for Steve Harris, he had a lot of personal issues when making this album, and he had to step back, but in a way the rest of the band had to step it up. And because the rest of the band had to step it up, you get this completely new and different style from Iron Maiden. Don't get me wrong, it's still Iron Maiden. They still have that stamp, but the band has definitely gone into new territory, and it's a joy to listen to. There's just so much music to absorb. From a musical perspective, the guitar work is stunning. The guitar solos are out of this world. In the past, a lot of the Iron Maiden albums, you would have, a blank space and insert generic guitar solo here. On this album, the guitar solos move with the mood of the song. A lot of emotion, a lot of fierce playing. Some of the tracks off the album, of course, like I said, Eternity Should Fail, just an amazing opener. What a way to start off an album with synthesizers and just this huge build-up. Speed of Light, we all know it. That's the hit single, The Great Unknown, a Smith-Harris composition, along the same vein as The Final Frontier, the last few tracks of Final Frontier, The Red and the Black, you know, probably a bastard child of the rhyme of The Ancient Mariner, Galloping, but that midsection is an incredible instrumentation. When the River Runs Deep, The Book of Souls, probably one of the best tracks on the album, a composition by Yannick and Harris. Death or Glory. If there was a weak song on the album, it would probably be Death or Glory. We've heard it all before. That would probably be the most generic or throwaway track, or I wouldn't say filler, but yeah, okay, I'll say filler on the album. Shadow of the Valley, Tear of a Clown, which again is the lyrical content behind Robin Williams and his death. The Man of Sorrows, they knock it out of the park. And Empire of the Clouds, just a spectacular way to end the album. An epic, and I would say epic, Iron Maiden track. Well, there you have it, Iron Maiden's new album, The Book of Souls. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. And you know what? I need a little more time to absorb this. This might actually be a 10 out of 10 in due time. Thanks for watching The Metal Voice. Thanks to Giles for being on The Metal Voice.